Okay. So the reason why you're struggling with Spanish, it's not because you're not trying hard enough. It's not because you don't have the magic pill. It's not because you didn't grow up in a Spanish speaking country. That's not the reason. The reason why is you do not have a Spanish learning system. So today I'm going to talk about my three-step learning system. All right, so step one is foundation, right? So foundation is important because you need to understand how these words are made and how these words are used and how you can apply them in any given scenario, right? Once you have your core foundational skills down, you move on to step two. Step two is sentence building, right? Now, sentence building is a very important part because this is where you're going to get feedback in real time. You're going to be speaking in Spanish to people, and they're going to give you feedback. They're going to tell you what's wrong because you're going to make mistakes. Just letting you know right now, you're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. Just don't even fret. You're going to make mistakes. You are. It's 1,000% guaranteed. Okay. But the beautiful thing about it is once you have sentence building and you also have the foundational skills behind it, you will be able to understand where you messed up at and retry again and apply it, and then that's going to supercharge your learning. And the third step is immersion, right? Now, when we talk about immersion, a lot of people, immersion, they think of like, oh, move to another Spanish-speaking country. That's not necessarily 1,000% success rate, right? Because I know people who've lived in Mexico, Colombia, Dominican Republic, all these different countries for years, and they never learned Spanish. So why they were immersed in the culture? Why weren't they? Why did they learn Spanish? I'll tell you why. Because not so just being in a Spanish speaking country isn't enough, right? Because you could not speak Spanish, right? Like you can go to these countries and just totally speak English, right? You can go to restaurants, you can go to tour sites, you can go to hotels, you can go everywhere they'll accommodate you in English, right? So you really don't have to learn you really don't have to learn Spanish in any of these countries. Now, the important thing of immersion is you need to have an environment, right? You need to have an environment where you're receiving random interactions, complex interactions, and fun interactions, right? So that's the heart of the immersion phase, right? That's basically, how they would say like your test, right? That's how you know if you're really getting it. That's how you know if you're really in the motion, you're really understanding it. So that's it right there. You can learn Spanish, trust me. You just need a Spanish learning system like I have at SpanishHacker.com. So comment in the chat, next step, or DM me because I think the link doesn't work. So just DM me, next step, or put in the comments and I'll DM you. All right, man. Catch y'all later. It's your boy Lou. Peace.